Because everybody's muted. Thumbs up. So I just want to say hi to everybody. I love seeing familiar faces, and I also like seeing new faces. But today I see some new familiar faces. So I just want to say hi. Hi, Gail and Louise. Thanks for joining. Catherine, I think you were on the session last time as well. This is my first Zoom, so be patient a little bit. I ask, be patient with me just a little bit as I get myself familiar. And I'm also in the kitchen at Colburn Center. So this is where we are filming from, is the Colburn kitchen. So I hope everybody is doing well. The temperature's dropped about 10 degrees. I can't believe it. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's time to stay in and bundle up a little bit. Today I thought I would do something kind of fun. I know I had fun doing it, and it's making Play-Doh. And it looks like a bowl of ice cream actually, but it's fun Play-Doh. And I thought this would be, it's really simple to make, and I thought it'd be something that you can make if you have your grandchildren over, or if you have grandchildren or children in your life, you can also make it for them and give it to them as a gift, and then they can play with it. It's also really handy to make as a stress release for yourself. I've been playing with mine while I was waiting here, trying to get some of the jitters and the nerves out. And it's also really good for your joints. If you're starting to get arthritis, I'm starting to get a little bit in my fingers. So it's kind of nice to play with and exercise those joints. So I'll just, I'll show you quickly how to do this. So, okay, I'm gonna bring over my, we don't have a cooktop in the kitchen here, but we have a little hot plate. So hopefully that fan isn't too loud.
I can't hear it at all.
Yeah, can't hear it? Okay, good. So it's really simple, and all we need is, we're going to use flour, salt. I also have some kind of vegetable oil, cream of tartar, water, and some food coloring. That's all you need. So basically, I put my pot on a low heat. So I'm going to start by doing that. And maybe, oh, this is one of those things where it only works when the pot is on there. So maybe I'll turn it off for a second. Okay, so I'm going to add all my ingredients. So I'm going to start with my water. Ooh, that was a little too hot. Okay.
Nicole.
All right, this is a great cooktop. Okay, so 2.5 cups of water.
So Nicole, I will, if anyone wants to write their email address in the chat, or just even stick around or say something if they'd like it, they can read me their email address, and then I can send them the ingredients. I just don't want anyone to have to furiously write this down, because I'm going to turn off the screen share.
Sure. So it's 2.5 cups of water, and it's going to be 2.5 cups of flour. So those two measurements are exactly the same. Put that in the pot as well. And then we're going to add, just gonna find my little measuring spoon here. I thought I had everything organized. Okay, well, I will just use a soup spoon. Okay, so yeah, not sure. It's probably hiding somewhere under my papers here. But okay, so we're gonna use a soup spoon. Oh, it's in the bag already. That's where I put it. That's where I put it. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna put 1.5 tablespoons of the cream of tartar sauce. Cream of tartar powder. I couldn't believe I actually had some of this in my cupboard already. Okay, must have used it for something else in the past. And then we are going to add our vegetable oil. And that is 5 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's in there. Oh, and the salt. We need the salt. Okay, you don't want to mistake that one for sugar, that's for sure. And salt was 1 1/4 cups of salt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we put that in there. Now I'm going to turn this back on. There we go. And you want to use a low heat because it does, you know what flour and water does when you mix it together. So I'm going to put it on a low heat here. And we're going to let it cook up a bit. I'm going to play around here because it goes by temperature, and I'm used to the control dials on my stove where it's like low, medium, low. Okay, so I'm just going to keep stirring that. It's already starting to get thick and a little lumpy. Okay, this is really quick to make too. I think 5 minutes and it's kind of cooked. So maybe I'll just turn it up a little bit. And you just use regular food coloring too. And you can also mix the food colorings to make your own colors, like for example, purple, and just mix a couple. I can feel it getting lumpy at the bottom here. So I'm gonna, it's starting to get lumpy and clumpy on the spoon. Okay, sorry, I'm going to spin another spoon here. There we go. The other thing is that I got to clean up afterwards. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is starting to kind of stick to the bottom of the pan. So this is where I'm going to kind of make sure I'm stirring it because I don't want it to burn. It doesn't smell very good actually when the flour starts to burn, but that's okay because it'll be good when it's done. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Oh, one thing I just wanted to quickly mention, I know some of you have participated in our Senior Centers Without Walls program before, and I just wanted to mention that we are going to be giving it a new name. It's still going to be the same program, but it's going to be called WOW.
Wow.
Wow. W-O-W. So it's going to stand for Without Walls. So if you see anything with W-O-W on it, just so you know, that's the same program. We're going to start calling it a different name. So I can see my heat's getting a little too high here. So it's cooking fast. So I'm going to turn it down. The only problem with this hot plate is that as soon as I take the pan off, the heat stops. So it's a little bit challenging. It's looking very mucky right now. I can't really show you actually, because if I do, okay, so you can see where it's coming off and it's, I'm gonna try and show you guys this. It's getting kind of like a dry texture to it. So it's almost ready. I'm just gonna wait for some of this moisture, and it's getting stiff. It's hard for me to stir.
It looks like mashed potatoes.
It does. It looks like mashed potatoes, but it doesn't smell or taste like mashed potatoes. I'll tell you right now.
It looks like mashed potatoes that need a lot of cream and butter.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull it off now, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it off. So you can see how it's kind of like really sticky, but dry. So I'm gonna pull it off so it doesn't get overcooked. And I'm gonna move this out of the way here. There we go. I'm just gonna juggle a few things around here. That'll give the dough a chance to cool down a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my board, and I'm gonna put my dough in there. There we go. This is the fun part. Okay, so it's oh, you know what? And it's nice and warm too. So this, if you have sore joints, like I do sometimes, it actually feels kind of nice on them. So I'm just gonna knead it a little bit into a log. And this is where we just kind of have fun and play. Again, it's so easy to make with your grandkids, or if you want to gift it to someone, you can do that, or for yourself too. Okay.
Will it spoil because it's flour?
You know what? You can keep it in a covered container and in a plastic Ziploc bag, or just a plastic container, and it will actually keep for a few months. And I think it's all the salt that preserves it. And then you can play around and add some colors. So I haven't made any red stuff yet. And I found that when I was making my first batch, this is what I made last night. My husband's like, "What are you making?" I said, "I'm making Play-Doh." And I found that the trick to not getting the food coloring all over your own fingers, so I'm going to dab some on here, is to kind of fold it in first before you actually touch it with your hands, and then you really don't get any on your hands. So you just kind of keep kneading it, and you just keep playing with it, adding more color. And the kids can help you with this part. Again, like, I didn't have anybody helping me make this, and I still had fun doing it myself. So and just keep kneading it. It will get in there. So just, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Nicole, what is cream of tartar?
Yeah, it's that's a really good question.
I'm just I'm looking at the ingredients. Yeah.
I know it's a thickener. And I know sometimes it's used for sauces, but the actual where it comes from, I'd have to do a little Googling search.
But you could eat it. I'm just looking at the ingredients.
Oh yes, it's edible. Yes.
Yeah.
Cream of tartar is used in baking. It is edible. Everything in here, it's food grade food coloring. The only thing is, has a lot of salt in it. So you wouldn't want to eat it because there's a lot of salt in it.
But if you had a baby and they put it in their mouth, you'd
right. So I'm not sure. This is a really pretty kind of pink color right now. I'm not sure if it's coming through with the lighting, but it is. It's a really again, it's like if you like to make pies, I can't make pie crust. Just can't do it. Doesn't work out. But I know it's fun, and people who make it say it's really therapeutic and they like doing it. So this is kind of like a way, if you don't make pies, but you want to play with Play-Doh, it's fun. So now we've got a nice little pink ball to add to the rest of my colors. And it still feels warm, but it wasn't too warm to touch. So it's really easy to make. So yeah, nice to play with. Or again, make it with someone who's in your life. You can give it as gifts for Christmas, or if you have perhaps neighbors with children that perhaps they've helped you out and they've done something for you, and you'd like to do something for them, you can make some Play-Doh. Because I know Jolene earlier was looking. I was showing her my Play-Doh flavors here, and she said, "What is that?" I said, "It's Play-Doh." I said, "Do your kids like to play with Play-Doh?" And she said, "Yes," and they're 11 and 12. And I said, "Well, you can have the Play-Doh when I'm done this afternoon to bring home to your girls." So she's very excited about that. And that's about it. So there's to make some Play-Doh. You can just go ahead, add some more colors to your different, your batches. You can keep one white if you want to use it as white. So I am going to continue on after we're done the Zoom, and I'll just finish up and add some more colors so that when I give it to Jolene, she'll have a bunch of different colors to share with her girls. And that's about it. We do have some more Zoom programming coming up. As you know, it's every Tuesday for senior services at 1:30. And next week on Tuesday, we have essential oils demo with Lauren. So if you're interested in that, you can tune in and join us for that. So I don't know, Daniel, do you take questions on the Zoom or?
Certainly, yeah.
Anybody want to talk? Anybody have questions? Nope, everybody's gone. Oh, it says Judy. Oh, I'm just noticing here. I said Catherine, but I see Judy on there. I apologize if I called you. No, okay. So yeah, so it's nice to see everybody and see your face. Anybody have any questions or like to share anything? Is anybody going to try this? or maybe tell people, you can even pass the recipe along to somebody you know and just say, hey, you know what, this is really easy to make. You can pass it along and share it with them. So I hope you've enjoyed our afternoon and our little demo of Play-Doh ice cream flavors here. Rainbow color of Play-Doh. And I know I really enjoy seeing you and seeing your faces and spending some time with you. So thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I was gonna just go through a tutorial of how you can join other classes, but Fred has called in on my phone, so I'm just gonna explain to Fred.
Oh, I hear him now.
Yes.
Hi, Fred.
Sorry. Trying to balance. He's called on my cell phone. So what I'll do is I'll let you guys go, and then I'll talk to Fred on how he can join in the future. Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry, Nicole. Gotta help this man.
So I guess that ends our Zoom programming for today.
Oh God, that was fast.
And thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I hope I can see you all live soon. So take care, stay healthy, and stay warm because it's getting cold out. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye-bye. Just making a purple one here. So I think oh, I guess Daniel's still talking to Fred. Okay, is anyone going to join us tomorrow for the essential oils? Oh, I can't hear you, Gail. Are you able to unmute? There you are.
It's next week, isn't it?
Yep. Sorry. Did I say tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, the days, they all kind of blend
They're all the
together.
same.
The days all kind of blend together, you know, sometimes.
You
So
can't
this one looks kind of gray right now, but it's going to turn into this really pretty purple when I'm done.
Yeah.
So I just kind of keep adding, like I add a bit, and then need it more. I borrowed some food coloring from my daughter because she does a lot of baking. She had like every color under the rainbow.
But does she do that to decorate cookies and whatnot?
She does. She will decorate. She's really good at decorating cakes and cupcakes. She actually made a really nice cake for my birthday cake for my daughter last week.
Oh, good.
It looks like you bought it in a store.
Yeah.
She does a really good job. She also makes.
How old is she?
Well, she's the one who just had the baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she also makes those, what are they called? Macarons, the macarons with the egg whites, you know, and you do the different, that's why she has all the food coloring. And then you do like an icing in the middle.
Oh.
She makes those as well. Yeah, she's really.
My dear, with a new baby, where does she have time to bake? I suppose she finds that it's very relaxing. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, it's exactly. It's just it's like this. It's just kind of like you know, you're not thinking, but you're just kind of like, it's just a stress reliever as well, and you know, help move your joints a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of those squishy balls, right? Yeah. But it's also fun to make. And like I said, I'm going to be giving some to Jolene to take home with for her kids. She was really excited about that. So.
Oh yeah, the kids love it.
Yeah, she's like, yes, they'll take it. So anyway,
my granddaughter is 14 and she does all that stuff.
Yeah.
Play-Doh and slime and all that stuff.
Yes, the homemade slime. Yes. So it's fun. You know, you forget, you know, I used to make all this for my kids when they were little and I haven't done it in so long. And then I thought, hey, you know what? And my mom used to make it for us when we were little. So I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to pass on that tradition and I'll be making Play-Doh for my granddaughter.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
Okay.
While I have you guys, I'm going to stop the recording, but I have a question for you guys before I go look it up. Let's see. Stop